Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through and teaching you how you can achieve a full feathery looking eyebrow. This eyebrow has no product in it whatsoever at all right now, but with the techniques and the tools and the products that I will be using today, I'm going to teach you how you can go from this to this. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you would like to know how to achieve it, keep on watching and we'll get to blending. We're a little bit too close for comfort right now, but we're doing it for the eyebrows, so let's get on with it. So before I even start doing my brows, I like to comb them. Usually I'll use the brow spoolie that comes with my brow pencil. So I'm going to take my brow spoolie from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil. And I just like to comb all of them upwards. I like to do this so I can really see what I have to work with as far as the eyebrows. So I just like to comb them. I like to get them all in one direction. So once my eyebrows are combed upwards, it's now time to get into filling them in. We need some eyebrows. We need to create some eyebrows. So I like to start off with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. I am in the shade Blonde. I like to use this product because it's super creamy, so it really allows me to make like very precise lines when I am drawing out my eyebrow. And it is waterproof, so it lasts all day. When I use this, my brows don't even budge. It's a really good product. I rely on. With the Anastasia Brow Pomade, I like to go in with my Sigma E65 small angled eyeshadow brush. I like this brush because it's very small. It allows me to make very precise lines, and you want a brush that's going to make precise lines, especially when you're working with a pomade. So I take the smallest amount of the pomade, and what I like to do is create a bottom line right below the eyebrow. And drawing a simple line below my brow, drawing out the shape that I want. And usually I'll bring down the brush a little bit farther than my natural brows go because I like to extend the arch because my brows aren't very long. And once I have drawn that line, I'll go in with the angled brow brush, and I'll just kind of flick the product upwards starting from where I drew that line, and we're just blending it upwards. But I'm just focusing and doing this technique on the outer part of my eyebrow just because I like to leave the front part of it light and not too heavy. Once I have done that, I'll go back in with my brow spoolie and I'll really blend out that line because I don't want it to appear as if I have a harsh line at the bottom of my brow. Now I'm moving over to an eyebrow pencil. I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I am in the shade Taupe as well. And I'm going to kind of go over this line and redefine it with the pencil. And then I'm going to go in and blend upwards. Now, even though I use very skinny brushes, very tiny like micro brow pencils, I can get a little bit messy with the product. So I like to take some concealer. I usually use my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, and I'm going to clean up the brow. To clean up the bottom part of the brow, I love to use this brush from Sigma. It's the E15 Flat Definer Brush. And I love it because, as you can see, it is a super skinny brush and it has a flat, blunt cut to it, so it really gets underneath the brow and makes that perfected line. So I'm taking a little bit of that concealer and I'm going to clean up the eyebrow, and I also kind of like to carve it out, so as you're cleaning it up, you're actually going to create the shape of the eyebrow that you want. So once I apply the concealer and make that perfected line, I drag it downwards to blend it out. And when I clean up the eyebrow, I can get a little bit messy and mess up the bottom line of the brow with the concealer, so I like to go back in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil, and I'm just going to perfect that line, and if I messed up on any parts, I'll correct it. And then after that, I'll kind of comb through just to blend out the brow. Next, I'm going to grab my Too Faced Naturalized palette. I'm going to take that light neutral shade. Now, I was just all about pomades and pencils, but what I've started using recently, and I've been using this nonstop, is using brow powders. Now you can get an actual brow powder. I have some eyeshadows that actually match my brow tone perfectly, but I feel that using powders give you such a natural, filled out brow effect, and it doesn't look too harsh. So I feel like this is a better approach to getting full brows rather than packing on pounds of pomade to your eyebrows. So I use the same Sigma angled brow brush, the E65, and I'll take a light amount of that eyeshadow. And what I like to do is just go in lightly and using like small light-handed hair-like strokes. I like to just fill in the brow wherever I need or where I feel it just needs a little bit more help. And I feel like the trick about like good brows is just constantly blending, because the more you blend, the more so natural it'll look. Now, one thing that I do not have as far as eyebrows is a good arch, so I usually have to draw mine in. I like to go in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil, and I'm going to lightly draw out my arch, beginning from the middle of the brow, and drawing a line that connects back down to the edge of the tail. Arches make such a big difference in a brow. Like if there's not an arch, I feel like, I don't know, there's not much of a brow. So arches are really going to just give you a structure as far as your eyebrow, because if I did not fill in my arch, it would make a really big difference. So after I've drawn that line, I like to go in and lightly fill in the empty space with my pencil. Go back and blend that out. And I'm gonna go ahead and fill in that little gap a little bit more with my brow powder. And one of the final steps that I do is I set my eyebrows with an eyebrow gel. I feel like this is super important, and it'll also help you get that natural, full-looking brow. It really helps, it really plumps the brows, and I just feel like it's a vital step to having good brows. Now, this brow gel is from NYX. It's the Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. I recently have started using this, and it is the most amazing eyebrow gel I've ever tried. I have been using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel for such a long time, and I went over to the NYX, and honestly, it's so much better. So I like to take it, and I like to brush the brow hairs upward. Now, obviously, I'm not going to brush them straight up, but I like to brush them a little bit upwards to where they look a little bit more full. The final step that I like to do to finish off the eyebrows is going with an eyebrow highlighter. This one is from Wet n Wild. It's the Ultimate Brow Highlighter Pencil. It has this nice pink tone to it, and I like to apply it around the arch of the brow because it really lifts it up and acts like an eyebrow lift without the eyebrow lift. So I like to apply just a bit of it. I'll kind of tap it in the area that I'd like, and that is around the arch. Then I'll take the E15 brush from Sigma, and I'll blend that in. And that's it, you guys. That is how I get a full looking brow without actually having a full looking brow naturally. So this is with no brow product at all, and this is with the techniques that I use to get a full looking feathery brow. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Definitely let me know if it helped you out. I know brows can be such a struggle sometimes, but with the right techniques and the right products, you can accomplish a good eyebrow. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to follow me on all of my social media pages. I'll have those in one of the corners on the screen up here. Make sure you subscribe and click that red button below. Once you're subscribed, you will not be able to miss out on any of the videos that I upload in the near future. Have a fantastic day, guys. Jesus loves you with all of his heart, and I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you in the next video.